Hey everyone, it was great to see you guys yesterday, and I want to share a 2-minute story with you guys. I had the opportunity about 4 months ago to go to a Tony Robbins conference where we actually got to walk on fire. We walked on hot coals, and it's pretty intense. It's in that picture I showed you there. I was nervous about it, and he teaches us how to do it before we do it. A little different than some of the exercises that we do. He teaches us to walk at a consistent pace. So you walk at a consistent pace and you keep your eyes up. You don't look down at the hot coals. You keep your eyes on the prize and on your vision there. And then he has you recite this mantra over and over while you're walking across the hot coals. And it's cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. There's nothing particularly magic about the words. It just sounds a lot better than hot coals, hot coals. So his point being that when we're in the midst of doing something that's new, that's scary, I think of our enrollment or new ground. Anytime we're doing something that's challenging or we're under stress, that there is a voice inside each and every one of our heads that comes up that says that we can't. Usually fear-based, and so you have to interrupt that voice, interrupt that story with a voice and a story that's louder than that. And so that's what Cool Moss does. And so in thinking about enrollment and our conversations and new ground, what is that voice saying to you when you're in the midst of the fire? When you're in the middle of your enrolling conversation, when you take a step out in your new ground, what is that voice that says I can't? What is it actually saying to you? What is the attitude? What is the belief? And what is the story that comes up for you in the middle of that? And then we have this opportunity to choose to shift to a new one, to hear a louder voice, a louder story in the midst of that. And so, what is that story, that voice, that belief, that truth that we need to have in our back pocket that's louder than that voice that says, I can't, I can't? What are we going to cling to? I would love if we just shared both of those in the email to everyone. What is the voice and story that comes up in the middle for us, in the middle of enrollment, that says, I can't? And then what is the voice, the story, the belief and truth that we can choose to cling on to be louder and overcome that voice that says, I can't? And when we're walking on the fire, there's people it's like 10 yards or something like that. And there's people all along the fire in case you fall or anything. It's super safe. And so they create this environment that's safe and where it's safe to take risk and go big because they got us. And so for us, and it came up in our prayer, in this team context, man, take risk. We got you. You can swing big. It's a safe place. And keep your eyes on the vision. Keep your eyes on your enrollment vision, on your new ground. Keep your eyes on the prize. Just stay consistent at a pace. Take risk and cling on to that voice that is louder than the voice that comes up for you when you're scared.